Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch more Symphogear. Checking out what you all are saying, we have XX at 3220. I think they get better about this from Season 2. I believe they were talking about Episode 6 here. If there's a leitmotif for this season, it's probably the chorus melody of Gyanko no Flugel, the song from the beginning of Episode 1. It gets used a lot for Hibiki and Tsubasa's character moments, which makes sense that the song also belongs to Kanade. For this season, the white-haired girl also has 1-2, if I recall correctly. Although I can only think of one situation where it's used in a way that reveals it's her leitmotif.
Now you want to
Okay,
define for the audience what a leitmotif is?
a leitmotif is a little bit of music that specifically represents a character or a specific moment or thing. When you hear the intro song for Star Wars, that's a leitmotif telling you specifically these things are going to happen next. When you hear
Wait, wait,
when
wait,
you
wait.
hear
What is?
Duel of the Fates,
I was gonna say, what in the intro song, the Star Wars tells me anything?
the two blaring trumpets tells you you're about to get a Star Wars intro scroll.
Okay, so you're saying it.
It sets up expectations.
Well, arguably, you only have that expectation because you've experienced it before. I don't think anybody
Yeah,
sitting down to Star Wars for the first time hears the trumpets and thinks exposition crawl.
yeah. To be more precise, the exact definition would be something like a melodic passage or phrase, usually used in an opera, associated with a specific character, situation, or element.
I will say
This could
that
also
we
be abstract ideas and other things that are at play.
I will say that we've both played a tabletop game, which has the concept of leitmotif says a person's unhindered inner thoughts. So,
Right. It is the label put upon a person or a thing or place.
and I guess most of the characters in the show so far that we've seen only have the one major song going for them. Um,
Mhm.
I'm not confused though when they say the beginning of episode 1. I don't remember what song played there because the beginning was not the same song that they do at the concert.
Right, right.
Wait,
We'll have to go back to our discography for
do they
that.
mean the beginning when we're at Hibiki's grave? The very first thing that happens in Symphogear is that we're at Hibiki's grave.
Mhm. You could probably be referencing any part of the beginning here.
Let's say it's
Go ahead and
the beginning.
actually throw us a track name for that. We'll go ahead and put it on and listen to it and make sure that we remember in the future.
I was about to do it myself. You do that in the comments below.
All right. Next up, Seraph Armoros. The OVAs for Symphogear are meant to be watched after the respective seasons. Season 1 didn't have any OVAs, so you don't need to worry about catching them until the end of Season 2. They're relatively short, pretty funny, and technically canon to the story, so I recommend checking them out. Hell yeah, love funny little side stories. Chris's attack names are all rock references. Billion Maiden for Iron Maiden, Mega Death Party, etc. Ryoko's giant lore dump in the middle of the episode explains a lot about how Symphogears work and drops some important info that'll probably come up later. Oh gosh, yeah, there was a big info dump, wasn't there?
Did you ever choose a favorite character?
I'm not sure.
I think I asked you this last time after I established that Chris was my favorite character. And then you got given 2 weeks to figure it out.
All right. I will go ahead and say Hibiki, our main character, which I probably cheating, but it's fine because nice person who's actually just lazy, doesn't want to do schoolwork and go to sleep. Yeah, that's me. I can vibe with that.
Oh, yeah, sure. The girl that's training all the time, so busy that she has to put away her homework to the very end, and then works this extracurricular activity, saving people's lives. Super lazy. By the way, it's not cheating, it is just the lazy answer.
I suppose. But there's nobody I hate in the show, I think.
No,
Uh, no, that's my feel. I don't think there's anyone I go, I really don't want to see any more of this character.
not not the naked scientist one.
No, that's hilarious. Give me more of her doing English. I want it. I want it so bad. Oh, Rand's Happy Game Family says, you do need Phonic Gain to activate a complete relic for the first time. The thing about complete relics is that they stay active, so anyone can use them afterwards. For the Nehushtan armor, they use the concert to also make use of the viewer's cheers. Chris just took half a year. Solomon's Cane is the thing that summons noise, by the way. And then Hibiki just went Excalibur. And
Yeah, I think
yes,
the scientist is currently in possession of some. Sorry, I keep saying scientist because I can't remember her name all of a sudden. It's just not
right.
clicking in there. But I believe, pretty sure she has Solomon's Gang. I think she took it back from Chris.
Mhm. Yeah, so that's her antagonist weapon. Uh yes, Jet's roommates. Sure. Look, Miku's the best wife. They're not even subtle about it at all. And all they're missing is the ring. They're adults as far as Japan is concerned. Given that where the show comes from, I think it's fair to treat them as such. Definitely a translation issue. It's obviously Okonomiyaka, but the subtitles say pancakes. They probably guessed that a lot of people wouldn't know what Okinawa was. Maybe shrug. Uh, oh, sorry. A lot of these are stringing together and it's throwing me off. All right. Just to be clear, they're not singing and talking. They're singing and thinking about the song is literally being pulled from their subconscious, so they don't really have to think about it. Uh, Japan has plenty of cliffside roads, to be fair. It's a hilly island nation. Last episode, you asked about different Symphogear users using different musical styles, while Hibiki and Tsubasa already had different styles. Chris is very obvious, with even her moves all being full of metal references. The one you just saw, Megadeth Party. Welcome to Ryoko's world building monologue that won't even be relevant the entire season. Good luck remembering it the next time it gets brought up again. Yeah, thanks for jinxing us there. Uh, and to wrap it all up, so here's a tidbit of trivia. Tsubasa sings all the openings. Chris sings all the endings. Make a that of what you will.
Well, I mean, Chris is the one that says all the, the hard and metal shit, right? And then the endings of these shows are a girl walking through literal corpse party. So
Right. If it's Chris's voice actor, and maybe it's supposed to relate more to the character in particular, yeah, no, I could totally see that for that character. That makes 100% sense.
as far as Japan having a lot of cliffside roads, doesn't matter. I was right. Also, the fact that it has a lot of cliffside roads does not denote that the narrative that they chose to give us was that the evil lair is here on a cliffside, and then here's the scientist driving down a cliffside. The fact that they put them like side by side with one another is what makes that important. Not so
Right. The
much
cut
the
created association.
not yeah, but not so much the geography of the actual nation, right? Like lots of anime, we see that little like bridge area with a ditch, and a little stream going through it into
The exact same canal as always.
yeah,
Yeah.
you see it in Mob Psycho, you see it in Hajime no Ippo. There's a ton of anime, and
Yeah.
it's always there. Doesn't mean that narratively, if I see something bad happen there, and then I see something else happen there, that those two things aren't connected because the place exists at 100 different places.
Let's see. And what other comment do we want to pick out here?
I can't
Uh,
talk out loud and subconsciously think at the same time. That's not something I can do.
I can totally do this, I bet. No one can see the bottom half of
What, tap the
that.
top of your head and jerk off? You might remember
Damn
that
it.
your other hand is invisible.
It's completely invisible. No one can see. All right. So I think that covers it for comments then. We're going to go ahead and take a look at what happened last time. Episode 10. What only class fans can create. Ryoko is attacked by some American terrorists while working in Fine's mansion, but she fuses with the Nahustan armor in a desperate move and kills them. As Chris and Genjuro come to cross the scene, Genjuro helps Chris understand what her parents fought for. As the second division investigate a clue given to them by Chris, Clodinger, a group of large airborne noise appear over the Tokyo Sky Tower, with Chris arriving to assist Hibiki and Tsubasa. Despite some hostility from Chris, Hibiki helps her, and Tsubasa gets along, and together they defeat the noise. Afterwards, however, Hibiki receives a distressing call from Miku that the academy is under attack by the noise. Uh,
The
oh right, we're about to have all the innocent civilians die.
well, we're 2 episodes from the end of season. I was gonna say the noise flying around the tower. That was what, Tokyo Tower?
Hmm.
I'm asking. I didn't remember.
Yeah, it was Tokyo Tower.
To me,
They're
very
very specific.
reminiscent of a different anime series. Something like Zombie Desuwa, where it's like a magical girl anime, but it's a boy. Every time he has to do it, he turns into like a girl outfit and everything. But there's a scene where replace the noise with giant flying whales, and replace the people fighting them with choirs of singing vampires.
Oh, what?
It's an amazing scene.
Uh, you'll definitely have to get that over to me later.
Zombie Desuwa was very much the Chainsaw Man of its time.
Hmm.
Because when the guy turns into a magical girl, he one is also turning into a zombie. He's turning into a magical girl outfit on a young boy. Also, he fights with a chainsaw.
Hey, there you go. Um, Sorry, I think I've lost my train of thought with this amazing scene description. What are we talking about?
That the school is under attack, and we're about to see, as you so put it, all the children die, or something like that.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of death here.
I
Uh,
disagree.
Fair
I
enough.
I want to say that this is probably going to be the crowning achievement of the girls. That if we are going to see death, it's going to come episode after this, so that we can see the comeback again. This is our A New Hope. The next episode will be uh, shit. I forgot the name of Star Wars movies. Empire's next is Empire Strikes Back, and then the last movie will be the last episode of the season, where we come back from certain despair to win the day.
Right. At least like from the text of what's happening here, this is clearly a plan by Ryoko. The school is being attacked because that's where the secret base is, and she's probably pulling off some sort of heist here, like
Well,
100%,
they
right?
said what, 300 meters below?
Yeah, you got to take the elevator.
Well,
Go
I
past all
mean,
the art installations.
if there's a shortcut, she's the one that knows it.
It's true. She literally worked there.
But she's in league with, I don't know, are they Americans? Yeah, they're Americans, right?
Yeah, they are explicitly
Well, I
Americans.
was saying, we knew that they were English speaking. I couldn't remember if they were Americans or not. But I think it's coming to me that the special ops team was American.
Hmm. Uh, which I guess makes me wonder if they kissed and made up with the American terrorists enough to go and do this with them.
No,
Probably not.
she killed most all of them, didn't she?
But she killed a group of them in her mansion. I'm not sure if that's all of them that exist ever.
Well, no, I'm
That
saying
that that part's not
they
clear.
came to attack her. So clearly, the act of her killing them wasn't a kiss and make up moment. Also, I believe, if you recall, the last time we saw her, she was calling in, but she was
He was
still super injured and
right.
was doing that hardening thing
Hmm.
around the wound.
Right. She's not exactly in great condition, so we'll have to see how that pans out for her. It It's kind of a funny villain moment, actually, isn't it? It's So a problem with a lot of media is that the villains need to have a power-up scene so that they can continue to be a threat to the heroes. So this is where the villain is going to demonstrate all of their resolve and all of their power to not only get through this situation that in another context with like another character it's like, oh yeah, this is a heroic fight, they're doing their best in a desperate battle. But also to like show off everything they can do, pump them up a whole lot, and then give us the expectation of, like, well, now the heroes have to catch up.
Well, we don't know the scope of her power.
Yeah, we
Remember,
we don't
she
know,
like
but that's my
she
expectation.
jumped out of a flipping car and then did a whole, like force field thing with nothing. We don't know. I don't know if that's Symphogear power because she wasn't singing when she did it. So she might just have extra powers.
Yeah, her mutant power is force fields, probably. Yeah.
But then she also has Solomon's cane and a full set of whatever. She has a completed Symphogear. Sorry that bores you, Griff.
No, I just gotta keep moving here. All I can say is I can't wait for the X-Men to drop in and try to get in on the action.
The X-Men are American, which means they're on the terrorist side. Wait, no. The
uh,
X-Men are British? Professor X is
they're in
British.
New England. They're in New
Are
England.
they? Okay, I thought they were in actual England. I was
I think they're
confused.
actually in upstate New York specifically.
Probably. That makes sense. I think you're right.
Charles Xavier is British though, and then he owns a big mansion. So yeah, it's easy to
Oh no,
understand
the
the
big
mix.
mansion is the Institute, so it's probable that he is actually, what do you call a New Englander?
Rich.
Well, usually it's like a one word term to shorten it, right? But New England is already
I
two
know our
words.
Easter.
That is a storm.
Right. So, so now that we've clarified that Storm is coming, let's go ahead and watch the episode. But before we do, let's go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and go ahead and comment below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure. It's all sports channel, just a little bit extra. Yo, okay.
It
Military
looks
just
like
out here firing.
well, it looks like the bullets are bouncing off.
Yeah, they have no effect and are instantly destroyed. Yeah, no, if I just see that happen, I think I'm out. I don't care what happens next.
I mean, I don't think there's any point then, because it
I guess
doesn't.
they are being a distraction and
No,
helping
that's what
people
I'm
back.
saying. It doesn't seem there's a point then, because they're not hesitating to the bullets,
Hmm.
which means they're not distracted.
It's not like this is an anime. Oh, ye of little knowledge. Oh, it's really not safe there.
We're in our High School of the Dead episode 1 moments.
Yeah, no, that's appropriate to witnessing someone literally get dusted in front of you.
My problem is that I'm one, neither been a high school or middle school girl, and two,
Are you
I
sure about that?
and two, I think I just internalize everything my entire life. So my reaction would never be to scream, and my reaction would always be run away.
I would say it's still a perfectly understandable reaction from anyone to go, oh shit, that's horrible.
Well, I'm not saying it's not understandable. I would 100% understand why she would scream. I'm just saying that I've never been a high school girl. So,
Yeah.
as a introvert my entire life, my first reaction would be to run away and figure it all out later.
Oh, yeah. No, I think running is definitely in their future here.
Am I off base here, or is this a new intro, or am I just weird?
No, I think this is the same one. Yeah, no, this is 100% the same one.
There were parts there that I didn't recognize. Are you sure?
They may have changed the imagery.
I don't remember Chris being...
I think they have added in extra scenes to it. It's still 90% the same imagery. And the song is the same.
Pierce the moon.
Well, just a couple of them just hanging outside with the trees, you know, it's fine. Oh no, it's the snails that'll follow you slowly across the continent. Oh, now they grow arms and legs.
So I just
This actually seems less efficient.
I just realized I'm 15 minutes late to react to this. You said Hibiki is your favorite character, and we already know she dies.
Yes! We did cover they can just straight up phase through matter, right?
It seems probable that they just terminated Jude.
Yeah, that's also very likely.
They liquidated their way through an open crack and then got pulled back.
Oh, they jumped down the elevator shaft. Oh, they're...
Are you playing with one of those toy guns again?
Here we go, full battle armor time.
She really does look different though in this form. I don't mean the glowing stuff like her face. She has a real Superman Clark Kent thing going on. She takes off the glasses. That's a different face.
100%. I fooled you with the classic. Oh, he could do some flips, hell yeah.
Yeah, I guess she did completely heal.
Oh, okay, this was a predictable result, unfortunately. Sorry, Ogawa, you are,
Well, the only thing he hasn't done so far is throw the gun at her. That usually happens in every Superman fight.
Okay. Fair attempt, great idea, not exactly perfect execution, unfortunately. She is, like, 10, 20 years your senior.
なぜニカ本部がリディアンの地下にあるのか。生物に関する歌や音楽のデータをお前たち被験者から集めていたのだ。その点、
The entire curriculum is about experimentation.
生徒を集めるのによく役立ったよ。
I thought she was gonna go on like the school is bait or something.
誰かの命を守るために自分の命を危険にさらしている人がいます。私はそんな人たちを信じてる。
Really bold to tell the main villain off here. Oh, okay.
Remember the main
I
villain,
thought she was about to get murked.
Remember the main villain is into BDSM, so
Right, she will freely use violence as much as she wants. Oh, good shot, man. I actually thought you went down there already. Good job. Oh, you're not getting a second chance. Ah, here we go, Superman time.
I can't fight the noise, but I can fight your ass. I've been letting you backstab me the whole time.
This is the Raktus gambit. Even if I fail, I win.
だがこの私を止められるとでも。
Oh, damn, he going at it. Let's go. Dakota Smash! Hell yeah. Wait, he's genuinely breaking the armor? What?
They're doing the thing where getting close to punching has an effect.
He just catches it. I was about to say, that was about to be a very different scene if she just kept her momentum. But goddamn, Genjuro, alright, I have a new favorite Theta.
You have to wait till your first one's dead.
That we know when that's gonna happen. I hate to watch movies and sleep.
It seems pretty obvious that the person she fell in love with before was him.
I think that's very textual, yeah, that makes sense.
She should just use it against him.
Oh, there we go,
So,
unfortunate.
What happens if your second favorite dies before your first favorite?
I guess I need a new backup then. Already in his pants, he's not even cold yet, come on.
What if the other guy has a bullet left?
You know, he just might. The bullets... Genjuro's punches did more damage than the bullets that hit her unarmored skin. That's all I'm gonna say. Genjuro's a goddamn hero. Yeah, what state you in? You fully dead there, or...?
No, she just said he was going to kill him.
Oh, okay. You just got business to go to first. Okay, so series midpoint, villain wins.
Not the serious midpoint when you're at the end.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I forget it's a 12 episoder.
Yeah, it's 13 episodes, and we already discussed this earlier. You're phasing out again, Griff.
I need to reattune to this reality, alright? Someone got the backup generator.
Literally it could only be. You know this.
You guys got a server room, you could pull the plug.
That doesn't help them continue to operate.
It does stop whatever the hacker is doing.
本部機能のほとんどが制御を受け付けません。地上および地下施設内の様子も不明です。
How good is he is still alive, despite losing so much blood? All of your friends are dead. Oh, she finished up downstairs quickly.
No, those are two different people now. She's still injured.
Wait.
Something else is happening.
This series is messing with my brain, that's for sure. No, she is the same person.
So you're telling me she goes down to the underground, comes back up, changes into her old clothes, including bloodstains and wounds. Then, it doesn't make sense, Griff, something else...
I guess they get stored elsewhere.
No, I'm telling you, something else is happening. There's somebody downstairs, and there's somebody upstairs. Has to be.
Yeah, that's how betrayal always feels, Genjiro. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, at least you're being self-aware. This is fine. You showed me your force field powers.
希少な完全状態の生物だからね。
嘘ですよ。涼子さんがフィーネというのなら、じゃあ本当の涼子さんは？
桜井涼子の肉体は先だって食い尽くされた。いや、意識は12年前に死んだと言っていい。
What was that in black
超
text?
戦士文明期の巫女フィーネは遺伝子に己が意識を刻印し、自身の血を引く者がアウフバッヘン波形に接触した際、その身にフィーネとしての記憶、
Oh, right. That is a crazy level of manipulation I did not anticipate.
風鳴り翼が偶然引き起こした雨の幅切りの覚醒は、同時に実験に立ち会った桜井涼子の内に眠る意識を
A sleeper agent no one could possibly see
その
coming.
目覚めし意識こそが私なのだ。
あなたが涼子さんを塗りつぶして。
まるで過去から蘇る亡霊。フィーネとして覚醒したのは私一人ではない。
Wait, there's more. Oh gosh.
英雄。世界中に散った私たちはパラダイムシフトと呼ばれる技術の大きな転換期にいつも立ち会ってき
It's
た。
one for
Those were
all.
all me.
It's one for
シン
all.
フォギアシステム。そのような玩具、為政者からコストを捻出するための副次品に過ぎぬ。
お前の戯れに奏は命を散らせたのか。
私を拾ったりアメリカの連中とつるんでいたのもそいつが理由かよ。
そう、すべてはカディンギルのため。
You are all expendable. I play both sides at all times. All right, I am positively fascinated.
このままじゃ私たちも死んじゃうよ。もうやだよ。
Oh no, they're collapsing the break room.
司令、こちらです。
See? Two places. Something weird's going on.
Um,
これこそが地より喫立し
ion cannon.
一撃を放つ家電粒子砲カディンギル。
I don't know. I think it could be bigger.
The only way this works out great for me, if it takes the Tower of Druaga route, and that is a super weapon meant to shoot the god,
They're literally destroying the moon.
なんでだ。
so the Gurren Lagann route then.
私はただあのお方と並びたかった。そのためにあのお方へと届く塔をシンアルの野に立てようとした。だがあのお方は人の身が同じ高みに至ることを許しはしなかった。あのお方の怒りを買い、来帝に塔が砕かれた。
Tower of Babel? Is
人
that
類
not?
が交わす言葉まで砕かれる。
Yeah, yeah, literally Tower of Babel.
バラルの呪詛をかけられてしまったのだ。
You didn't pronounce that right. It's too busy
Eh, it's
Babel.
fine.
伝えられてきたか。それは月こそがバラルの呪詛の源だからだ。
That's why famously every astronaut that's been to the moon
人類の
gained the ability to speak all languages.
I see her succeeding here, and I want to see what world-altering event happens because of it.
世界を一つに束ねる。
Aside from ruining the tides all over the planet. That part I can foresee coming.
呪いを解く。それはお前が世界を支配するってことなのか。安い。安さが爆発しすぎる。
Chris, like, I don't care about your sob story.
永遠を生きる私が
Love it.
君に歩みを止められることなどありえない。
But we shall not joke on your throne.
What can you insects do? Oh, right, you still have the power armor.
Well, more than that, they also have the superb Song of the Valkyrie. I'm assuming Chris and Abiki would be able to do it,
Makes sense.
which is the power to destroy one-on-one, so...
Hey, triple picture-in-picture. I like how Chris's music bars are actually louder in her transformation. They go higher with more red bars.
この近くの電力は生きているようです。他を調べてきます。
Chris leading the song to just go, I'm gonna murk you.
我々は特異災害対策機動部で一連の事態の収束に当たっている。
それって政府の
モニターの再接続完了。こちらから操作できそうです。
They're really breaking the NDA.
あの時のクリスも
Yeah, unfortunately, the rest of the school is gonna be aware at the end of this.
どうなってんのこんなのまるでアニメじゃないヒナは
Rain of blood like a volcano, yeah. Love the lyrics.
ヒナとビッキーが喧嘩したのってそっかこれに関係することなのねごめん
You're just like, nah, I knew the whole time. There we go. The most anime moment right there. Bunch of missiles, one whip. Get rid of them all.
Now we saw Bash Stampede do it not too long ago.
I love it.
I mean, we had to see these three do better than Superman did downstairs.
Oh, she's got an ICBM, actually.
We've already seen that.
I thought they were smaller before. Yeah, problem with 1 versus 3, you're gonna lose a lot of tracking.
クリスチャン何のつもりだ
She's gonna blow up the moon.
あがいたところで所詮はガング
Now she's gonna Independence Day it.
I'm back!
Yeah, fly in front of the beam.
Oh, well, you called it. It's the first song time.
Wow, am I losing my favorite character already?
Yo! She got her guns out. Right, give us the orbital death beam. Do it. Oh, here it comes. Oh, this show just never disappoints, does it?
How very Dragon Ball Z this has turned out to be.
押しとどめているだと
The music is great right now.
ずっと私はパパとママのことが大好きだった
You get like 3 different vibes out of it. It's
二
good.
人の夢を引き継ぐんだパパとママの代わりに歌で平和をつかんでみせる私の歌は
Oh, well, turns out Fide was right. They are just toys. They can't actually stop this. Ion beam going to the moon. It's gonna take about 8 seconds. Oh. Goodbye, moon. Oh yeah, this is,
The text from the symbol that represents the show. Meteor falling.
Yes. I believe the world is about to be very, very doomed in a moment. Good job, Chris, on stopping the actual plan, but there are still other things to worry about. And, yep.
And it became about to go crazy because you hear the animalistic voice thing from when she does the whole, darkness over the eyes, red pupils.
Yeah, she just spent the past several episodes trying to make friends with Chris. She's so excited to have like a group go in. That everyone's gonna work together and save people. Death. So now that we have the context, this is gonna be Chris's outro right here.
I mean, some crazy shit's going on. Like,
I
did
think it
not
fits with
expect
the
from episode 1 to have an episode, this one, episode 11, whatever, and be looking at half the moon coming apart. Like, this is
I know, right?
This is watching the show in episode 1 and expecting to go Gurren Lagann at some point. Did not have that pull.
Escalated in the best possible way, and I loved every minute of it. Of course, it's like some absurd animeisms, but that was a ton of fun.
Well, I know, I heard it from you. You're going off every 5 seconds. It's like, jeez.
Sorry, I'm just so excited. It's so much fun.
I know, I'm not, but just gonna make the edit real hard for anyone to see it.
Fair. Though,
Oh, that's right, we don't get any next times.
yeah, no, not special. So, I've already expressed how much I love, like, literally everything here. But the absolute bonkers part definitely has to be, I implanted my personality into DNA, literally Assassin's Creed style, so I would go on and be reactivated as a sleeper agent the next time any artifact appears.
Well, she's pulled a Vandal Savage from DC, except where Vandal Savage is immortal. She is, being reborn through DNA.
Right.
But she's making the same claims Vandal Savage makes as I've been a lot of important leaders throughout history, sort of deal. She makes that claim during the episode.
Right, there's a lot to digest right there. That this is like some massive plan in the making, and then of course within the 12 years when she's reactivated, she's created her own alternate villain to antagonize the organization she's working with to get deeper into it and build literally a giant ion cannon in their elevator.
What do you mean she's...
I've been...
Wait. Pause before we go on. What do you mean she's created an alternate villain?
Fine, her true personality, she sets up as an antagonist while she's working for the organization that is operating to try to stop Fine's plan.
I disagree. Although I did figure out the correct one while you were explaining. She created Chris. Chris is the alternate enemy because...
Oh, yeah.
There's also no reason for Chris to exist. Why did she create... I mean, obviously she can create...
As a giant bluff, yeah.
I mean, there's no point in it because the noise exists. Literally, the noise is already there. She doesn't need Chris to do anything.
Well, maybe she did it for fun.
It's possible.
She already doesn't care about anything, as indicated, like, those are just toys, they can't do anything.
I mean, yeah, it's possible that she had Chris around just for fun, but... She seems like a character that's doing stuff for a reason. Like, I didn't, set up this 1,000-year plan just so I could make somebody who will fuck it up at the end.
Yeah. Though, to be fair, she tried to close the loop and kill Chris earlier when they had no further purpose. She just didn't succeed at that in the moment.
That's what I'm saying, that Chris had no real purpose in her plan at all, it seems like.
We should probably go back over that at some point. But, yeah, no, the whole thing is crazy. So, I've been joking from the beginning about that huge elevator shaft, haven't I? Like, alright, so we've decorated this, 300-foot shaft as the art installation. I'm just positively taken aback that it actually ended up being an important thing.
Well, I mean,
that's just me setting myself up for failure, honestly.
I mean, it was always a transport shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Just happens
Now it's transporting an ion beam.
Well, technically, no. An ion beam would deal no damage to a physical object.
That's what they called it.
Look, I just have to side on science.
Data, go ahead and describe to me what an ion is.
God, off the top of my head, probably couldn't. I believe. No, sorry. First thing that came to my head was what an isotope is. An ion. And now all I can think is Star Wars.
Exactly.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Fair enough. There you go.
But I mean, in real life, if you want to conduct an experiment, ionic radiation is only going to affect electronics, and technically you could stand around it for as long as you like. It's not really going to affect the human body unless it's, super high levels of it. But then again, super high levels of anything will damage human cells.
Yeah. Speaking of the ion beam, though, that hits the moon, I think I've rarely seen in an anime where a beam clash ends up in the exact same way as this, where the person defending against it fails, but also still weakens the original one. Usually just like, okay, they die, and then it's still full strength, does what it's supposed to do.
Dragon Ball Z.
Or it gets blocked. Right, exactly. Every DBZ moment, it's never, it got weakened on the way in. It's just like, yeah, and it still blows it up.
No, Dragon Ball Z did the weaker beams. That's why it's always like, oh no, that'll destroy the Earth. And then they hold it back for long enough. And then it just like does a crater, like the Frieza thing. Where Frieza's thing was supposed to destroy Namek, and instead puts Namek on a self-destruct timer.
It'll be gone in 5 minutes, 30 episodes later.
Yeah, because they weakened it.
I honestly just kind of took that as like, Frieza's stupid and doesn't necessarily know good timings. And he's just used to blowing stuff up instantly.
No,
Holding back is not something they're
is-
used to.
That is just a joke from Abridged.
That's also fair.
How do you know? What do you mean? You wearing a watch?
A bridge is also a treasure. Alright. So, for this episode, we're still right in the middle of action. We got the beast scream, like you said. I'm ready to see Hibiki go to town and then also do a superb song just to end this. But that's gonna be fun, I think. We've got a lot of drama here. There's some stakes here. I see no reason she couldn't fire the beam a second time, but also the moon is about to have a large chunky impact the Earth.
We have no idea what the tower is about. For all we know, it was a one and done.
That's true. We technically don't have much information beyond literally what we're seeing right now. But I guess we'll find out next time, won't we? So right now, I think that's gonna be it for Stone Face reactions for the day. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone Face Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?